Hi everybody, Nancy here. Today I'm going to do using special character glyphs in Zoomnotes. Now this is a continuation of the video I did yesterday, but I got much smarter since then. It's like, hello, get ready. I'm about to give you a bunch of tips that you're going to want to remember. All right, first thing, somebody commented that they just didn't know when they would use it. And you have to try to think outside of your planner box. If you wanted to do Christmas cards, using these glyphs would be perfect. See how I created the Christmas card over on the left? And this is the top Merry Christmas is the starting font, the plain Jane that it comes with. And the Merry Christmas below it are some of the glyphs that I add, the special glyphs that I added. The M is different, the Y, the C, no, the H, the T, and the S have all been changed. And it just looks merrier to me. It just looks like more like Christmas. All right, so that's why if you can think of other uses for it, now you could save it as an SVG and cut it on your cutter and stick it on your cup or something. You know, there's all kinds of options here. The font that I have discovered has the most glyphs of any font that I've ever seen is Samantha font. Now there's a bunch of fonts out there called Samantha, but this particular one is, you can spot it a mile off. If I go to search, let me just go to an extra one here and do search on Samantha font. There it is. See, if I go to images, see this one right here, see all the different frilly stuffs. Now I would never use all that mess, but I did. Like I said, I had it on my PC years ago, and I was able to do the glyphs using CorelDRAW. Well, I decided to go ahead and buy it again for my iPad, and I was able to find it cheaper. I know, who would have thought you could buy it cheaper anywhere, because that font is $75. It is not cheap, and I don't pay that much for it. So I went in search of, see, look down here over on the right, Samantha upright, the font family is $150. Wow. So I went and got it again so that I could play with all the different glyphs. And I think it's so pretty. And when I had it before, I just did a bunch of friends, different names and whatnot, and again cut them out and, you know, made gifts out of it. And then I decided to go in search of, because I didn't want to make a real card to show you guys that that's what you can do. So I went back to Creative Fabrica and did a search on mock-ups, and that's what this is the picture is a mock-up of a Christmas card. So let me go there. Oh, here it is. Here's where I got the Mighty Deals. I got it for $17. Mighty Deals. And again, I'll post it in the description. Creative Fabric. Okay, here I am. I did a search on, so I did card mock-ups. And I want to show you something. There's a reason I'm doing this. So I searched on it, and you see you've got tons of different mock-ups. Well, heck, they're all checked green. What I discovered was each one of these is like $3 to $5 to, you know, who knows. You can do a search and figure it out. Well, they are running a special right now. If for a month you can have unlimited access to everything on the site. That's why all these things have green checks, and they don't have the amount that they actually cost, because I paid my $1. It's $1 right now for a full month's worth of access to all these different things. Well, it'll go up to $19 a month. I don't like subscriptions. I don't do subscriptions if I can get away with it. But for a dollar, you know, I figured I'd get in here and download a bunch of fonts and images. I didn't want to pay $3 for that Christmas card image, you know, and I wanted to show it on a cup, and I just got too busy to do all the different mock-ups that I wanted to show you. Sorry, I get the hiccups every time I do this. All right, so that's my sales pitch for this site, Creative Fabrica, $1 for a month. I don't think you can beat that. Okay, and again, this is the site that has the tool with the fonts and the FontCloud. So I got smarter about how to change stuff. I'm going down to go to FontCloud. Okay, so I've been adding a lot of different fonts. Here's my Samantha font right here. And oh, and they've got a new member of the font family called Samantha Craft. And it's different because they made the lines thicker. So if you wanted to use your cutter, Cricut, it's easier to weed and do all that stuff. It just makes the lines a little thicker. And here you go with all the different, it's got, look at how many A's there are. Options for A's. That's what I'm talking about. This is the most glyph heavy font that I've ever seen. So, all right. Lots of choices though. It'll make you kind of look crazy. Have to figure out what you want to use where, but it's fun. Okay. What I got smarter at was if I move Zoomnotes over here, now if I want to look for a G over on this the font package over here, I'm on Samantha Craft, so I'm going to I just saw a TH, and I love TH combinations, and I don't have a TH on there. Using, or G, whatever I come across first, I'm gonna see. There's the U's. So if I tapped on it, that put it on the pasteboard. Now if I come over to the right and I go to my A and I tap on the word and drag it over and do paste, it does it right there, so you can see it. You don't have to do all that closing and opening that I showed you guys yesterday. It's like, oh man, how much easier is this? Okay, so if I want to change the S to something different, you know, and you've got to play with these things because not everything looks great. Okay, so I just tapped on it and I hit paste, and there you go. So that's how you could make this job a whole lot easier, is to have both of them open. Just drag and drop the two screens together. All right, that's one tip. The other one was, I have been using iFont to upload fonts forever. As soon as I learned how to upload fonts onto my iPad, it was using iFont. Well, tonight, for some reason, I couldn't upload Samantha, the one I had just purchased for $17. So it's like, you know, something's not right. And I decided I've got to find a better package. And I did, y'all. This one right here is so much better. It's, see, any fonts. iFont is the one that I'm using now. See, yeah, the little F with the dot in front of it. iFont. So much better than any font. Oh my. And again, see, this is what's so cool, because you remember yesterday I had to go out and search in my folders for fonts that I had uploaded or that I had downloaded from sites that I had purchased. But you don't find all of them. It's not all there. Well, down at the bottom of this font set, of this iFont there's a thing called installed. If you click on that, it gives you the list of every font that you've got in your arsenal. That's all the fonts I have loaded on my iPad. All right, and I can select any one of them and look at all of the different characters and decide whether I want to put it into that other font thing. I'm gonna open that up too. Move it over to the other side. This FontCloud. See, if the font doesn't have a whole lot of glyphs, then there's no point in loading it over on FontCloud because you're not ever going to need it. So after I loaded some, it's real easy to get rid of them. But if I see this font, I like it, and I'll say, yeah, I want to use those fonts. All I have to do is, I like that one too. So I could not find it when I did a search. So now if I can now drop it over into this thing. I said yesterday I wasn't able to do that, and now I can. Let's say I want that one. I can hold it down and drag and drop it. See the plus sign? And if there is a duplicate, the whole screen goes gray, and a message comes up and says, you've already got that there. Do you want to add another? Do you want to add it, the first one, or keep this? Whichever. You decide. Do you want the first one or do you want the second one? And so you've got that option to do that. So much better. Oh my heavens, because I never could find all my fonts. So there it is right there, installed. Now if I go to installer, I can, I found this spicy chicken. I just downloaded it. Well, I selected Font Finder. If it hasn't been uploaded yet, you can select it and move it in here, and it'll install it for you. See all the ones I just did today? The installed, I've already done it. Okay, I think that's all I wanted to tell you guys. I will try to put in the description everything that I just talked about, because I know that's a lot. I went fast and it's a lot to remember. But just remember to put your two screens together, both for the Zoomnotes next to this font thing here, FontCloud, and the installer font thingy app next to it. They work great together. All right. I'm so excited. This is so much better. And then of course you move everything into Zoomnotes. It's always about Zoomnotes here, but if I can find things to help you do better in Zoomnotes, I'm gonna always try to show it to you. All right. Anyway, that's all. I hope y'all have a great day. Bye.